Good afternoon to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Got a lot to cover for this video as I will be giving current standings for the Tokyo Princess Cup 12, G1 Climax 35, 5-Star Grand Prix, Dream Star Grand Prix. The Big Four. So much has happened over this weekend, so got a lot to cover. Whole lot to cover. But let's go ahead and jump right on into the action with the Tokyo Princess Cup 12. So, the first round is now fully complete. We now know our quarterfinal matchups. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket and see what our standings are. All right, here we go. So, finished up the rest of the first round yesterday. So, starting from the left, Haru Kazushiro was able to defeat Himawari, which I was a little bummed. I really wanted Himawari to win, but fortunately, first round exit for Himawari. Haru Kazushiro advances to the quarterfinals. Aris Endo, here at the bottom, was able to defeat one half of the Princess Tag Team Champions and Hyper Misao to advance to the quarterfinals. So, great job for one half of Daisy Monkey. All right. And after a very, very back and forth close showdown between Shoko Nakajima and Rika Tatsumi, Shoko Nakajima was able to pick up the victory and secure a spot in the quarterfinals. And between the battle of the Yukis, Yuki Arai, Yuki Kamifuku, although 2 years ago Yuki Kamifuku got all the way to the finals, this year it's a first round exit for her as Yuki Arai defeats Yuki Kamifuku to advance to the quarterfinals. So, we now have our quarterfinal matchups set, which will take place on August 9th. August 9th, that is this coming Saturday. Now, let's see. Let's take a look at our quarterfinal matchups. You got Miyu Watanabe taking on Haru Kazushiro. That'll be a really good test for Haru Kazushiro, but I'm gonna say Miyu Watanabe picks up the victory here. All right, and then you have Miyu Yamashita versus Aris Endo. Oh, this is gonna be really, really tough for Aris Endo. And like I said, I know Miyu Yamashita, she had a bye because Mocha wasn't able to compete. So this will actually be Yamashita's first match. And honestly, I just don't see Aris Endo upsetting Miyu Yamashita. So I'm going to say Miyu Yamashita picks up the victory. So yeah, for the left side, I'm picking both Miyus to advance to the semifinals. Okay, going to the right side, this should be a really good one. We got the current Princess of Princess champion, Mizuki, that will take on the big kaiju, Shoko Nakajima. Will be definitely a good match between these two. But I'm actually going to say that Shoko Nakajima will upset Mizuki and advance to the semifinals. So, yeah, I'm picking the big kaiju to upset. And then, what I think will be a really good one as well, Wakana Uehara versus Yuki Arai. Oh. Now, of course, Wakana got a big upset in the first round as she was able to eliminate Suzume. But got another tough task as she'll take on Yuki Arai. But I think this is where Yuki Arai picks up the victory, and I think Wakana's tournament ends here. But you never know. You never know. But my picks to advance to the semifinals are both Miyu's, Yuki Arai, and Mizuki. Now, keep in mind, once the semifinals are set, don't forget they're going to do another lottery drawing. So, the matchups that you may get, where it's usually, those on the left face each other, those on the right face each other. But don't forget, when it comes to the semifinals, they're going to do another lottery drawing. So there's no telling what matchups we're going to get once the semifinals are set. Or at least once we know who's going to be in the semifinals. But one step at a time. But we are going to knock out the quarterfinal round on August 9th. So definitely look forward to that. That's this coming Saturday. Should be good. Should be really good. But like I said, looking at it now, I still got a feeling Yuki Arai is going to win this tournament. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's go on to the G1 Climax. Let's do that one next. So, G1 Climax. Here we go. All right, let me go ahead and... Okay, got the spreadsheet up. Let's jump right into it. Okay, starting with the A block. All right. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competitors. 5 competitors with 6 points each. All with 3 and 4 records. They are Hiroshi Tanahashi, Taichi, Callum Newman, David Finlay, and Sonata. Let's start from the bottom. Let's take a look at Sonata. So 3 and 4 victories over Taichi, Yuya Uemura, and Evil, but 4 losses to Bolton Oleg, Yota Tsuji, Callum Newman, David Finlay. Okay, David Finlay, who seems to have gotten back on track, but 3 and 4 victories over Bolton Oleg, Evil, and Sonata, but losses to Hiroshi Tanahashi, Taichi, Ryohei Oiwa, Callum Newman. But he just recently won 2 straight, so we'll have to see what happens. It looks like he might have gotten back on track, but we'll see. Callum Newman, same record, 3 and 4, victories over Hiroshi Tanahashi, David Finlay, and Sonata, but losses to Yuya Uemura, Bolton Oleg, Ryohei Oiwa, and Evil. All right, Taichi, same record, 3 wins over Yuya Uemura, Yota Tsuji, and David Finlay, which, that was a very big victory over Yota Tsuji. But losses to Hiroshi Tanahashi, Ryohei Oiwa, Evil, and Sonata. And then Mr. Ace President himself, who just secured his 100th G1 Climax victory. 3 and 4 record. Victories over Taichi, Yota Tsuji, David Finlay. 4 losses to Yuya Uemura, Bolton Oleg, Ryohei Oiwa, and Callum Newman. But yes, his victory over Yota Tsuji gave him his 100th G1 Climax victory. So congratulations to Mr. Ace President. And we have 5 competitors, all sitting with 4-3 records with 8 points total. They are Yuya Uemura, Bolton Oleg, Yota Tsuji, Ryohei Oiwa, and Evil. So let's take a look at Evil. 4-3, 8 points. Victories over Taichi, Yota Tsuji, Ryohei Oiwa, and Callum Newman. 3 losses to Yuya Uemura, David Finlay, and Sonata. Okay, Ryohei Oiwa, same record. Victories over Hiroshi Tanahashi, Taichi, Callum Newman, and David Finlay. Losses to Bolton Oleg, Yota Tsuji, and Evil. So Ryohei Oiwa is looking really strong. All right, Yota Tsuji, same record. Victories over Yuya Uemura, Bolton Oleg, Ryohei Oiwa, and Sonata. But some big losses to Evil, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Taichi. So, Yota Tsuji's kind of taking a hit, but still very much in it. Bolton Oleg, same record. 4 wins over Sonata, Callum Newman, Ryohei Oiwa, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. 3 losses to Yuya Uemura, Yota Tsuji, and David Finlay. And then last, Yuya Uemura, 4-3, victories over Evil, Callum Newman, Bolton Oleg, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. 3 losses to Taichi, Yota Tsuji, and Sonata. So that is everybody in the A block. Still very close. Still very close. I think it's really going to come down to the wire. Everybody's only got 2 matches left. So it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. All right. Now, let's take a look at the B block. Okay. So for the B block, like I said, we already know Gabe Kidd, he's out. 0-9, the 1 loss to Takeshita, and the forfeits to everyone else. Also, mathematically eliminated with 4 points is the current NJPW World Television Champion El Phantasmo. 2-5 record. His only 2 wins. He had the forfeit victory over Gabe Kidd and the win over Konosuke Takeshita. But 5 losses to Shota Umino, Shingo Takagi, Zack Sabre Jr., Great-O-Khan, and Ren Narita. But yes, officially, El Phantasmo is mathematically eliminated. Okay, we have one competitor who has 6 points, 3-3 record, which is Shingo Takagi. So 3 victories over Shota Umino, El Phantasmo, the forfeit over Gabe Kidd, but 3 losses to Yoshihashi, Great-O-Khan, and Konosuke Takeshita. He's trying to wheel his way back, but he's still very much in it. And then, oh man, we then have, let's see, hold up. Do I have that right? Oh, okay. I was just checking. Okay. So then everybody else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 others in this block all have 8 points. Some with 4-2 records, some with 4-3 records. But your competitors with 8 points: Shota Umino, Yoshihashi, Zack Sabre Jr., Great-O-Khan, Drilla Maloney, Ren Narita, and Konosuke Takeshita. Start with Takeshita. 4-2 record. 4 wins over Shingo Takagi, Great-O-Khan, Gabe Kidd, Drilla Maloney. The 2 losses to El Phantasmo and Zack Sabre Jr. Okay. Let's see. We got Ren Narita, 4-2 record. Victories over Shota Umino, El Phantasmo, Zack Sabre Jr., and the forfeit over Gabe Kidd. 2 losses to Yoshihashi and Drilla Maloney. So, shockingly, Ren Narita's having a strong tournament. All right, Drilla Maloney, 4-2. Victories over Ren Narita, Great-O-Khan, Shota Umino, and the forfeit over Gabe Kidd. His 2 losses were to Yoshihashi and Konosuke Takeshita, someone who's also having a really strong tournament. Okay, Great-O-Khan, 4-3 record. Victories over El Phantasmo, Yoshihashi, Shingo Takagi, the forfeit over Gabe Kidd, but 3 losses to Zack Sabre Jr., Drilla Maloney, Konosuke Takeshita. Okay. Let's see. All right, Zack Sabre Jr., of course, the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champ. 4-2 record. Victories over El Phantasmo, Great-O-Khan, the forfeit over Gabe Kidd, and Konosuke Takeshita. 2 losses were to Shota Umino and Ren Narita. Okay. Next up, Yoshihashi, 4-2. He's got the forfeit over Gabe Kidd, wins over Shingo Takagi, Drilla Maloney, Ren Narita. 2 losses to Shota Umino and Great-O-Khan. And then finally, Shota Umino, 4-3 record. Victories over El Phantasmo, Yoshihashi, Zack Sabre Jr., the forfeit over Gabe Kidd. 3 losses to Shingo Takagi, Drilla Maloney, and Ren Narita. So still a very tight race in both blocks. It's crazy. But let's look at the upcoming matchups for Block A. So there's only two matches left for Block A for each competitor. So their next day will be August 7th. August 7th. That is Friday. Or no. That is, hold up. No, that's Thursday. Yeah, that's Thursday. All right, let's take a look at those matchups. So, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Sonata. That should be interesting. Taichi versus Callum Newman. Yuya Uemura versus Ryohei Oiwa. That should be really exciting. Oh, Yota Tsuji. Or no, that's Bolton Oleg versus Evil. Oh, that ought to be interesting. That ought to be very interesting. Yota Tsuji versus David Finlay. That's a run back. I believe that's a run back from Wrestle Kingdom. Let's see. But yeah, Ryohei Oiwa. Which I think that was Yuya Uemura. So yeah, those are the upcoming matchups for the A block, August 7th. Okay. And then the last day of the A block is August 10th. That's Sunday. Next Sunday. All right. Let's take a look at the next matchups for Block B. Now, some competitors have 2 matches left, some have 3 matches left, but they actually have a few matches on August 5th. August 5th, that's Tuesday. So let's see what we got. Shingo Takagi versus Zack Sabre Jr. That should be really good. El Phantasmo versus Drilla Maloney. Ugh. That's going to be a tough one for ELP. Yoshihashi versus Konosuke Takeshita. That should be really good. Both competitors are 4-2. That could go either way. Great-O-Khan versus Ren Narita. That's an interesting matchup there. But yeah, so August 5th and August 7th are your next 2 days of matchups. But definitely around the end of, well, going into not this week, but going into the middle of next week is when all the matches will finish, and it will be time to start the playoffs. Remember, it's the top three from Block A and Block B that'll advance. But it's been an interesting tournament. Both blocks, definitely some very, very close numbers. So we'll see how things go in the next week or so. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's go to the 5-Star Grand Prix. Yeah, let's do the 5-Star Grand Prix. Alrighty. Let's start with Red Stars A. Okay. Red Stars A. First off, sitting at the bottom with a record of 0-4 and unfortunately mathematically eliminated is one half of the Stardom New Blood Tag Champs, Waka Tsukiyama. 0-4, 0 points, losses to Saya Kamatani, Hanan, Mei Sarah, and B. Priestley. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much, considering the ladies that she's lost to that are like near the top, is pretty much that's what determined that she's mathematically eliminated. And honestly, I'm hoping she can at least get one win before her tournament's over, but it's not looking too good. And the losses keep piling up, and they're quick losses. So it's really not a good look, especially considering she is a champion, but she's a tag champion competing in a singles tournament. It's just not the same. Okay, we have two competitors sitting at a record of 1-3 with 2 points. They are Yuna Mizumori and Azusa Inaba. Let's take a look at Azusa Inaba. She had the one big victory over Hanan, but 3 losses to Saya Kamatani, Lady C, and B. Priestley. Now, she's not completely out of it yet, but she's in danger. She cannot afford another loss. Alright, same thing with Yuna Mizumori, 1-3. Got the big victory recently. Finally got on the board with a victory over Mei Sarah, but losses to Saya Kamatani, Lady C, and B. Priestley. So, also in danger. Can't afford another loss. But both Yuna and Azusa are still in it. But they're really going to need to win out. Alright. We got one competitor sitting at 4 points on a 2-2 record. And that's Lady C. 2 victories over Yuna Mizumori and Azusa Inaba. 2 losses to Saya Kamatani and Mei Sarah. So she's not out of it, but, the 2 losses to big names like Mei Sarah and Saya Kamatani definitely hurt. But she's not out of it yet. Okay, we have 2 competitors that have 5 points total that are pretty much tied for that third seed. And that's Hanan and Mei Sarah. Let's take a look at Mei Sarah, high-speed champ. 2 victories over Lady C and Waka Tsukiyama. The 1 loss to Yuna Mizumori. And a draw with Hanan. And same thing with Hanan. 2 1-1, 5 points. Victories over B. Priestley, Waka Tsukiyama. The loss to Azusa Inaba. And a draw with Mei Sarah. So pretty much Hanan and Mei Sarah are tied neck and neck battling for that third seed. Okay, we have one competitor with 6 points, 3-1 record. Right now is holding on to the second seed, and that's B. Priestley, the top Gaijin. 3-1 victories over Yuna Mizumori, Waka Tsukiyama, Azusa Inaba, and her undefeated streak was recently ended at the hands of Hanan. But like I said, she's right now holding on to the second seed. And right now, sitting at the top, 4-0, undefeated, holding on to that number 1 seed for now, is your World of Stardom champion, Saya Kamitani. 4 wins over Yuna Mizumori, Lady C, Waka Tsukiyama, and Azusa Inaba. But she's really about to get tested because she has to face Mei Sarah Hanan and B. Priestley. So I'm just saying, she has yet to really be tested. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is your Red Stars A block. Right now, Saya Kamitani, the 1 seed, B. Priestley, the 2, and Hanan and Mei Sarah tied, battling out for that 3 seed. All right, Red Stars B. Red Stars B. So sitting at the bottom right now, 0-4 and unfortunately mathematically eliminated, is Rian. Losses to Starlight Kid, Sayaka Kurara, Natsuko Tora, and Rina. So really, really rough tournament for her. Okay, we got 2 competitors sitting at a 1-3 record with 2 points each. They are Sayaka Kurara and Tomoka Inaba. Let's take a look at Tomoka Inaba. She opened up with a big victory over Starlight Kid, but then has lost 3 straight to Azumi, Natsupoi, and Rina. She's not out of it yet, but she's in danger. And she has to really be on her A game these next matches. But I have a feeling she's going to make a comeback. Sayaka Kurara, same record. The 1 victory over Rian, but losses to Starlight Kid, Natsupoi, and Rina. She's not out of it yet, but she's got a hard path. I mean, Tora, Tomoka Inaba, Azumi, yeah, it's going to be tough. But she's not out of it yet. Okay, we got 1 competitor sitting at 4 points, 2-2 record. That's Natsupoi. Victories over Sayaka Kurara and Tomoka Inaba, but losses to Natsuko Tora and Azumi. Okay, tied for the 3rd seed currently. Both with 2-1-1 records, 5 points each, are Starlight Kid and Azumi. Let's take a look at Azumi. 2 victories over Natsupoi and Tomoka Inaba, the 1 loss to Natsuko Tora, and the 1 draw with Starlight Kid. And funny enough, Starlight Kid, same record. 2 wins over Sayaka Kurara and Rian, the loss to Tomoka Inaba, and the draw with Azumi. So, both stablemates. Of course, Azumi, the strong NJPW Strong Women's Champion. Starlight Kid, the Wonder of Stardom champion. But yeah, it's tough. It's going to be tough. But they're both tied for the 3rd seed. Sitting at 2nd place for the 2nd seed, 3-1 record, it's Natsuko Tora. Victories over Azumi, Natsupoi, and Rian. 1 loss to Rina. And then right now, sitting by herself at the top of the Red Stars B, undefeated with that 1 seed, 4-0, 8 points, is the 2nd youngest competitor in this tournament, Rina. 4 victories over Sayaka Kurara, Tomoka Inaba, Rion, Natsuko Tora. Big recent win over Natsuko Tora. But let's not get too carried away. Look at who she has left. Starlight Kid, Azumi, Natsupoi. Not easy. Not easy. But she's in good position right now with that 1 seed. Just have to see if she can hold on to it. But a great tournament Rina's having so far. All right, let's go to the Blue Stars A. Blue Stars A. All right, sitting at the bottom right now, 0-3, is Yuria Hime. 3 losses to Miyu Yamazaki, Aya Sakura, and Bozilla. So still in it, still in it, but she's gotta start winning. Okay, we got one competitor sitting with 1 point with a 0-1-1 record, and that's Ruaka. Has the 1 loss to Saya Ida and the 1 draw with Bozilla. Oof. All right, we have 3 competitors with 2 points each. They are Saya Ida, Miyu Amasaki, and Aya Sakura. So starting with Aya Sakura, she originally was supposed to have a forfeit victory over Ruaka due to Ruaka being out with illness, but she has decided to rescind that and wants to fight her. So the 2 points has been taken off, and she will face Ruaka on August 10th. That's the new scheduled date. But for now, she's 1-1, victory over Yuria Hime, and a loss to Ami Sore. We'll see if she will end up regretting that decision or not, but we'll see. All right, Miyu Amasaki, 1 victory over Yuria Hime, but losses to Saori Ano and Bozilla. She put up a good fight against Bozilla, but yeah, came up short. And then Saya Ida, 1 victory over Ruaka, but losses to Ami Sore and Saori Ano. Okay, we have 1 competitor sitting with 4 points at a 2-1 record. That's Saori Ano. 2 victories over Saya Ida and Miyu Yamazaki, and 1 loss to Ami Sore, which was an awesome match, by the way. Alrighty. Which currently, Saori Ano has the 3rd seed. Right now it's 3rd place with the 3rd seed. Alright. Right now in 2nd place, with a 2-0-1 record, 5 points, is Bozilla. 2 victories over Miyu Yamazaki, Yuria Hime, and the 1 draw with Ruaka. Right now she has the 2nd seed. And then sitting at the top of the Blue Stars A, holding on to the number 1 seed for now, is God's chosen big girl, 3-0 record, Ami Sore. 3 victories over Saya Ida, Saori Ano, and Aya Sakura. So looking good so far for her. But you never know. You never know. So yeah, 3rd seed, Saori Ano. 2nd seed, Bozilla. 1st seed, Ami Sore. All right, let's look at the Blue Stars B. Blue Stars B. So sitting at the bottom right now with a 0-3 record, 0 points, Momokogo. Losses to Hanako, Suzu Suzuki, Momo Watanabe. She gave it her best in these, but came up short. But she's not completely out of it yet, but she's really got to start winning. She's got to start winning. Same thing with Hina. Hina, 0-2 record, 0 points. losses to Suzu Suzuki, and even though she put up an excellent fight in the main event, came up short to Sari. All right, we got two competitors with 1 and 2 records, 2 points each. It's Rana Yagami and Konami. Let's take a look at Konami. Victory over Sari. And you got 2 losses to Rana Yagami and Momo Watanabe. So, started off with a big victory, but then dropped 2 to Momo Watanabe and the upset to Rana Yagami. And then Rana Yagami, 1 and 2 record, the one big victory over Konami, but losses to Sari and Hanako. All right. And see, let's see, hold on. Oh, here we go. So we got got 2 currently tied for the 3rd seed right now. 2 and 1 records, 4 points each. Suzu Suzuki and Sari. So Sari, the current IWGP Women's Champion, 2 and 1 victories over Hina and Rana Yagami, the 1 loss to Konami. And then Suzu Suzuki, same record, victories over Momokogo and Hina, and a really close match, but a tough loss to Momo Watanabe. So they're pretty much tied for that 3rd seed. And then you got sitting at the 2nd seed right now, 2-0 record, is Hanako, of course, the other half of the Stardom New Blood Tag Champs. Victories over Momokogo and Rana Yagami. And then, sitting at the top right now, undefeated with the number 1 seed, 3-0 record, is the Black Peach Momo Watanabe. Victories over Momokogo, Suzu Suzuki, and Konami. So, not a comfortable lead, but she's undefeated and at the top of the bracket, of the block. Okay, let's take a look at next upcoming matchups. Okay, wait 1 second. Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at the next matchups. So for Red Stars A, the next matches will be on August 6th. August 6th, that's Tuesday. No, I'm sorry, that's Wednesday. Yeah, that's Wednesday. So, Saya Kamitani versus Hanan. That should be good. That'll be a good test for Saya Kamitani. We got Lady C versus... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yuna Mizumori versus Azusa Inaba. Ooh, that's going to be close. That's going to be very close. May Sarah versus B. Priestley. That should be really good. But I think... Honestly, I think all 3 of those matches are matches to keep an eye out. So, yeah. Should be good. See, Red Stars B, they also got some matches on August 6th. Let's see. Ooh, Azumi versus Rina. That'll be a nice test for Rina. Sayaka Kurara versus Natsuko Tora. That's going to be tough for Kurara. I think those are the only 2 matches out of the Red Stars B for August 6th. Okay. All right, Blue Stars A. Oh, Blue Stars A has some upcoming matchups August 6th. Like, we got, Sari Ano versus Bozilla. Oh, that should be good. That should be really good. Ami Sourei versus Ruaka. Okay. Hopefully, Ami will win that and go 4-0. Okay, but I think definitely the matchup to watch out for is Sari Ano and Bozilla. And actually, let me go back to Red Stars B. I think the matchup for this is definitely Azumi Rina. That's definitely the matchup to keep an eye out on. Okay, Blue Stars B. Blue Stars B. Let's see. Hanako versus Suzu Suzuki. That should be really good. Ren Yagami versus Momo Watanabe. Hina versus Konami. Okay. But I think definitely the highlight match is Hanako Suzu Suzuki. But yeah, man. 5-star. It's looking very interesting as well. Very interesting. But we'll see what happens come August 6th. Because that's when the next set of matches are going to happen. And now we're going to go ahead and finish off with a tournament that just started this weekend. The Dream Star Grand Prix from Marigold. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it. They did 2 shows, a day show and a night show. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start off with the Dream League. The Dream League. So, we got 2 competitors sitting at the bottom with 0 points. It's Chiaki and Ryoseto. So, let's take a look at Chiaki. Rough start for her. 0-3 record. Losses to Utami Hayashishita, Victoria Yuzuki, and Sari Yamaoka. And a tough start for Ryoseto. 0-2 record. Losses to Utami Hayashishita and Koki Amare. But both are still in it, but they got to start winning. Better start winning. Okay, we have 3 competitors with 1-1 records with 2 points each. They are surprisingly Mayu Iwatani, Koki Amare, and Maria. Let's take a look at Maria. So 1-1 victory over Koki Amare, but a loss to Mayu Iwatani. The Amethyst Butterfly, Koki Amare, 1-1 victory over Ryoseto, but a loss to Maria. And then the current Marigold Superfly champion, Mayu Iwatani, victory over Maria and a surprising loss, which is her first singles loss in Marigold. She loses to the super rookie Sari Yamaoka. So, wow, a big shocker there. Okay. We have 3 competitors with 4 points each. And they are Utami Hayashishita, Victoria Yuzuki, and Sari Yamaoka. Let's take a look at Utami. 2-1 record. Oh, I need to fix this. I don't even have it highlighted. 1 second. There we go. Okay. 2-1 record. 2 victories over Chiaki and Ryoseto, and the 1 surprising upset loss to Victoria Yuzuki. So, oof. And of course, you know that's the Marigold World Champion, Utami. All right, Victoria Yuzuki off to a fiery start. 2-0 record. Victories over Chiaki and a big victory over the World of Marigold World Champion. I don't know why I said World of Stardom. Marigold World Champion Utami Hayashishita. So a great start for Victoria Yuzuki. And then we got the super rookie Sari Yamaoka. 2-0 victories over Chiaki and Mayu Iwatani. So some big upsets coming out of the Dream League. But yeah, right now, it's close. But what a fiery start. All right, and then the Star League. So Star League. All right. Sitting at the bottom with 0 points, which seems like deja vu all over again. It's Kazuna Tanaka. 0-2, 0 points. Losses to Nagisa Nozaki and Chanyota, but still early in the tournament. She still has time. All right. We have one competitor sitting with 1 point on a 0-1-1 record. Surprisingly, is Miku Ano. The one loss to Psycho Speed, Misa Matsui, and a draw with Mirai. You know, and we have to remember, this was a finalist. This was a finalist last year. All right. And then we have, let's see. Or, I'm sorry, she was a semifinalist. Because I forgot, Mai Sakurai was in the finals. I'm sorry. Let's see. We have 3 competitors with 2 points each with 1-1 records. That's Mai Sakurai, Go Chika, and Nagisa Nozaki. So Nagisa Nozaki, the 1 victory over Kazuna Tanaka, the 1 loss to Mai Sakurai. Go Chika, Chika Goto, the 1 victory over Misao Matsui, the 1 loss to Mirai. And then Mai Sakurai, of course, she's the United National Champion. Victory over Nagisa Nozaki and a loss to Chanyota. All right. We have 1 competitor with 3 points, 1-0-1 record, and that's Mirai. The victory over Gochika and the draw with Miku Ano. And then we have 2 competitors sitting at the top, tied up at 4 points apiece on a 2-1 record. That's Psycho Speed, Misao Matsui, and Chanyota. Let's take a look at Chanyota. 2-1 victories over Mai Sakurai, Kizuna Tanaka, but the 1 loss to Misao Matsui. Then Psycho Speed, Misao Matsui, 2-1 victories over Chanyota, and a big upset victory over Miku Ano, but the 1 loss to Gochika. So, very interesting Star League block as well as Dream League, but we're just getting started. We are just getting started. Okay, next upcoming matchups, let's see, for the Dream League is not until August 10th. August 10th, which is next Sunday. Let's see. You got, Victoria Yuzuki. No. Yeah, Victoria Yuzuki versus Sarayama Oka. That should be really good. We got Mayu Iwatani versus Ria Seto. That'll be a tough matchup for Ria Seto. So, okay. Those are the only 2 matches. Oh, wait a minute. We got matches. Hold up. We got matches August 9th. Hold up. Because we got Koki Amare versus Chiaki. Okay. So, Koki and Chiaki. It looks like that's the one August 9th matchup for the Dream League. Okay. So, August 9th, there's a match. And then August 10th. Alright, for the Star League, you got matches on August 9th as well as August 10th. So August 9th and 10th for Mai Sakurai, she will face Gochika and Misao Matsui. Should be really good. Let's see. For Nagisa Nozaki, on the 10th, she will face Chanyota. That should be really good. But yeah, it's a lot more spread out for this tournament. But yeah, those are your next upcoming matchups. But man, it's been a crazy weekend. Pro wrestling tournament season. Embrace it. It's alive and well. But that'll do it for this video, for this recap. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on each of these tournaments so far. And let me know give me some predictions. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, Hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.